The woman who blew away. She wakes up and reaches for her phone before her eyes have even unstuck themselves. She checks her last Instagram post, studies the photo of herself, zooms in and all around, tries to imagine what others see of her, what impression she has managed to convey. She thinks individually of her friends, how this photo will impact each of them. She checks the likes. Over 1 million. Not as many as yesterday. Her heart skips a little when she sees the names of who has liked her post. People she was hoping to impress have indeed been impressed, or at least tapped the heart to show they've acknowledged it. She checks up on a few other people, what they're doing, with who, why they haven't liked her post. This takes 1 hour, which felt like 1 minute. She takes a shower, dresses in her working out gear. She spends an hour doing her makeup, contouring her skin so that her cheekbones are highlighted, her eyebrows are thick, lush, and smooth, and her lips are bouncy. She wears an oversized pair of sunglasses and throws peace signs to the paparazzi who have been outside her house since the crack of dawn. She is mindful of her posture, her facial expression. Everything about every muscle in her own body is in her mind as she climbs into the car and drives. Some follow her on motorbikes. She holds her pose, works hard not to think. Thinking gives her an ugly concentrating frown. She goes to the gym, asks her trainer to record some of her workouts, adds filters. She adds it to her app. No one is getting this for free. They'll need to subscribe. She's already done free photos from her house to the gym, photos that will be all over the internet by now. Playing around with the light, the filter, the editing takes 1 hour to perfect. She grabs a protein drink, sucks on the straw with her oversized lips and long newly manicured nails straight from her own nail polish line. She drives home. She reads magazines, studies fashion, tweets, and Instagram posts for the rest of the afternoon. She meets a friend for lunch. She catches up on gossip, who did what to who, and how it all affects her. She plans new lip injections. She plans a new holiday and photoshoot around these new procedures. She tries on free clothes that have been sent to her. She answers emails about her various businesses. She browses the internet. She plans a new weekend getaway with friends on a yacht. She plans the bikini suitcase. She turns off the news when it comes on, an election of some kind. She doesn't want to know. It doesn't affect her. She finds a place in her bedroom with good lighting, moves some items around, and takes a photo of herself. Plays around with the filters. Hours have passed. It's dark outside. When she wakes, she has a feeling that she's been floating. It gives her a fright, and she lands on her back, wakes up in a sweat. Wide awake, she checks her new post. 1.5 million likes. Going downstairs, it takes longer for her feet to touch the floor, as though gravity has been affected, like she's on the moon. New nails, hair extensions, exfoliations, an hour in makeup. She tries on various outfits. She can't decide. Nothing looks good. She doesn't want to go outside feeling huffy. She reads magazines. The pages where they've circled women's flaws is her favorite. It scares her, but she's drawn to it, drawn to seeing other people's flaws. She checks her Instagram, wonders how to shop with her new photo. The lips will help. Bum implants are almost ready to be revealed. As she walks to her car, she feels lightheaded, slower than usual. Her feet don't connect properly with the ground. She wonders if it's the new high-thigh boots she's wearing with her skinny ripped black jeans and a lacy lingerie bodysuit beneath. She straps her seatbelt tight, feeling that it will keep her secured in her seat. She does an interview with a teen magazine about her new self-plumbing lip gloss. She feels the questions. There's nothing to trip her up. They never ask her about stuff she doesn't know about. She lies about the injections. Her insecurities are none of their business. It's so hard to be a teenager in this business with all eyes of the world on her. She is under extreme pressure to deliver. The interview and photo shoot are done at her new frozen yogurt restaurant. She Instagrams a photo of her licking a cherry, wearing her new cherry-colored lip gloss with cherry-colored nails. Hungry, seducing eyes. Later, she checks her likes. 2 million. As she walks back to her car, her feet lift from the ground and she can't get down. The paparazzi surround her, taking photographs. She floats higher. They keep taking photos. Everybody clicks. She sees the flashes. She tries to maintain her calm exterior, her sucked-in cheekbones, but she is panicking. What is happening? She starts to lose her cool. She starts to kick and scream. Her feet reach the level of her car roof. Her stilettos scratch the roof of her new car as she kicks furiously, trying to tread the air. She can't get back down. Finally, the photographer from the teen magazine runs from the frozen yogurt restaurant and grabs her by the ankle. She pulls her down. Shaken, she runs back into the restaurant. The restaurant is besieged by the press. Her floating incident has gone viral. Business is out the door. She gains 5 million new followers. She's made all the top news stories, beating that election stuff on some channels. When her mother, her manager, bursts in, she finds her daughter reading news about herself on her phone with her back flat against the ceiling. Emergency services help peel her from the ceiling. They take her away and she watches the news report about herself on her phone. She has 1 million more new followers. She is now on 70 million followers. She starts to float again. The hospital machines beep as she takes off. The tubes strain. The specialist watches her. Her momager shouts in panic for him to do something. She has never seen anything like it in his life. What is she doing on her phone? I'm guessing she's on Instagram. Honey, I'm on every single news report, she says from the ceiling, unable to take her eyes from the screen. Mom, the lip gloss has sold out. They have a conversation about the lip gloss from floor to ceiling. Did she finish high school? Yes. Good interaction with others? She was homeschooled. College? Any further education? Part-time jobs? She didn't need to. She has her own businesses. She runs these businesses? Her team does. She's the creative director. I see. Do you like to read? He calls up to her. I'm reading now, she replies, keeping her eyes on her phone. Books? She scrunches up her face and shakes her head. Right. Do you watch the news? Documentaries? I don't really watch TV. I have my own reality show. I make TV. I think I understand what's going on, the specialist says, turning to the thermometer. Her brain is vicious. It's busy, but it's filled with thoughts, predominantly about herself. Because of this, there is nothing of any substance in her brain. There is nothing to root her, no weight at all. That's ridiculous. She's a businesswoman. Forbes listed her as one of the top 20 teens to watch this year. She's worth hundreds of millions. That's not really the issue. He frowns. These brands are all about herself. And these brands are money-making schemes, I'm guessing. All self-promotion. Every business is the same. Many people have passion for their subject. Passion brings a certain degree of intensity, a positive affinity to a certain subject, caring, drive, ambition, many things that have weight. Your daughter's passion is for self-adulation, self-promotion, attention. Her passion is for herself. You cannot fill your mind with yourself, it carries no weight. She floats to the window to film the fans outside who are chanting her name. She Snapchats it, but she's not careful and she drifts out the open window, away from her mother and manager who can't reach her, away from the specialist. She floats above the heads of the fans who film her instead of helping her. She drifts higher and higher into the sky until she disappears from sight completely. She gains 10 million more followers after that and becomes the most followed person on Instagram with over 100 million followers. But of course, she never discovers this. She has filled her thoughts and actions with too much of herself. There is no room for anything with weight or substance or meaning. She became so light, her head filled with too much nothing. She blew away.